welcome to the Christmas podcast reference to this is like used to be able to recent. Hope everyone had safe, happy holidays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just been home. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, what'd you guys get?
I got some gift cards, an owl onesie, a not quite a Fitbit, some Japanese Kit Kats. A Minecraft Diamond Ore lamp.
My brother got me a new Corsair mouse and keyboard.
Ooh.
My mom got me some soap, a new head unit for my truck, a pair of shoes. That's about it. Since I haven't seen my grandparents because my mom has COVID.
Ah.
Yeah, so I've been on quarantine for the last few days.
Oof.
Couldn't get it, still tested negative, but my work was like, yeah, you gotta stay home. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I don't have money.
On one hand, that it sucks that they can't do the job to get money. On the other hand, on the plus side, they're a responsible company that don't expect you to go in even if you're potentially sick. So, props to them for that.
Well, they deal with like the FDA, so
Ah,
they yeah, they can't deal with like contamination's like a huge thing for them, so they have to make sure everything's stupid clean.
that's fair.
Okay, let me see. Visa gift. Let's see. Visa gift card. Another big boy shirt. Parents finding potential replacements for sleep shirts, including dad of course taking advantage of his meal breaks at in and outs at certain points in the West, except for Washington State, of course. Some point getting a shirt.
Ooh.
Smaller pocket knife.
I want to get a bench made. Those are nice. Ooh.
It's eventually one of two DVDs that I end up getting this year will eventually get here. Unfortunately, sister ended up ordering it a bit too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully I got the right version of the second DVD. And a bit of a surprise, guess who's joined the Fidget Spinner Club?
Actually, now that you mentioned that, I did kind of get it. It's like a fidget spinner, but like it has like the movable legs. So it's kind of like a spider or a posable fidget spinner.
Okay, that's cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
different. I remember a few years ago, my mom bought like a ton of them to give out to the family, and they're like, "Wow."
Somehow I get reminded of one of those miniature lights that also were spider-like.
You know, I need to get like a better like computer setup. Like my computer's fine, but I want to get like a nice camera and shit eventually.
Yeah.
I want to. My next purchase is gonna be a XLR mic. I think.
Ooh.
I'd recommend getting the Rode Pod mic because that's the one I'm going to get. I mean, it's $100, right, for the mic, which is that's a decent price for a good microphone. It's gain heavy, so you need to turn it up a lot, and so a lot of people recommend getting like a Fed head or like a one of those cloud amplifiers, and then they're just pumping more money. But you get $100 mic, $130 if you get the Rode Boom arm, and then you need something to with phantom power, so you gotta get a nice audio interface, and that's $170. And then that Fed head I talked about was another 90.
Hmm.
So it adds up quite a bit, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Kind of wish
Ooh. One.
kind of wish it
Go
was a
ahead.
bit. Kind of wish it was a bit more thematic instead of just one color, but eh. Somehow my folks didn't exactly have a broad range.
So one thing that it wasn't my gift. It was actually my cousin's, but one that I could actually potentially make use of. He got an Oculus.
Okay, I have
So
a
potential.
I have a Valve Index myself.
Hmm.
I bought it last year, I think. No, it was definitely this year. Just early this year. I think I bought it with my tax return.
Ah.
I was like, good purchase. It's awesome. I had to send mine back in at one point because on one of the lenses you could tell. Well, I guess it's on one of the screens. You could tell that there was a yellow line going down the center of it, and I'm like,
Ah.
what the hell? And I saw a whole bunch of people were having the same problem, and they were just like, you just have to send it back in with proof. And they were like, yep. And then they sent me a new one before I even sent my old one back, which was pretty nice. I was like, Steam support, doing your job. Let's go. I mean, I'd imagine for like $1,000 hardware, you know?
Yeah, VR stuff I've thought about before, but it's like, oh, okay. If I'm gonna be spending $300 or whatever on something like, realistically, how many games am I actually gonna use it to play?
Yeah, understand that. I mean, realistically, I really only play Beat Saber and like VR chat.
Yeah,
Maybe some Pavlov here and there. But it's just because I don't play it a ton. I don't have a ton of room in my room.
yeah, that same issue here. It's like maybe Beat Saber. Actually, Skyrim VR sounds fun,
Yeah.
and I think there's like a It's probably like a mod, but Minecraft VR.
Yeah, I think I set it up for my friend one time, and he said it was pretty good. I would I would want to try it like with modded Minecraft, because I love modded Minecraft and I play it all the time.
Oh
But
yeah, like
but I wonder how VR modded Minecraft would go with like dragons and shit.
oh oh my, the ultimate challenge,
Yeah, that's what I'm
VR
saying.
RL craft.
Uh, you know what? That's pretty much what I had in mind. I can't believe how hard that would be. That you know what? That'd be a pretty cool thing to do.
It's like, hello, in this video, I survived 100 days in hardcore VR RL craft.
Yeah, I restarted about 40 million times just trying to get the intro down.
Attempt number 3, got crushed by a tree on day 1.
Yeah, minute 5.
Uh,
And the award for surprise gift. And the award for surprise gift this year goes to a vintage songbook that my sister managed to get off eBay.
ooh.
What instruments do you play? Or do you make music in like FL Studio or something?
Actually, it's more around one certain Christmas character that I've been a huge fan of for quite a number of years, or at least over for close to 2 decades now.
Hmm.
Kind of working on uh, how we're going to sleeve it up for protection purposes, whether it's framing or binder scrapbook kind of thing. But yeah, that was a pleasant surprise.
Oh yeah. So I did actually get a few gifts from work because
Okay.
well, the people who like set up the holiday decorations and stuff, they usually give the employees some things. So got a small little box of C's candies, a bottle of maple syrup, and a $50 Starbucks gift card.
There you go.
Like, well, I'm gonna be going to Starbucks.
Yeah. I just recently started going there a little bit. Pretty good.
Yeah, thinking I might try some of the teas. Personally, I'm more into Dutch Bros just because they have a wider array of flavors.
I always get just a frappuccino.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to as well.
I like to get the how was it? The French vanilla hazelnut.
Hmm.
Is that like French vanilla?
Yeah.
You'll get something good out of it. My parents have been customers for years.
Yeah.
Right in the build up to the last 2 days. Some some points we demand. At various points, various points, some packages managed to arrive, including second part of so I've been building for a couple of weeks now. that was also streamed earlier.
Okay.
Had to start up the list to seasonal one. Seasonal one is seasonal one is carefully, along with my usual week, along with how my week usually goes. Ended up doing at least one the first day. The first day, then had the second, then I had the second one, got the second one out of the way, and fortunately, because my sister and sister-in-law were visiting yesterday, managed to get that finished in the morning.
Thank you. Ooh. What kind of PC setups do you guys have? Just wondering, like builds, I guess.
Oh. Well, my current setup is somewhat newish. Actually, I ordered a Newegg a couple months ago. Yeah, as an RTX 3080, a 37 what was it? A 3700 CPU with 64 gigs of RAM.
Damn.
Yeah, I wanted to have like a main gaming setup, as opposed to, okay, I used to be running off my laptop, but that was already several years old at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all I had, I built this thing last August, and I got a 3700X. I only have 16 gigs of RAM. I got a 2060 Super. I got a couple 1 terabyte SSDs. 850 gold power supply. It's a decent build. I only spent maybe $1,400 on it. I
Yeah,
got.
my rig
I
was. Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
You go first.
Bought this right before everything skyrocketed, so I was very lucky.
Yeah, that would cheapen things up a bit.
Yeah, how much you spend on
Uh,
the 3080?
this whole rig, it was actually a pre-built, like
Okay.
Newegg's in-house build, but it cost about, I think it was like 2,500.
Ooh, ooh, no
I
pricey.
also have a 8 terabyte SSD that's strictly for just the gaming,
Okay.
but I purchased that separately, like way before.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd kind of been saving up for this thing for a while.
Yeah, it's not cheap because I've been wanting to get a micro center because they actually sell, the graphics cards at basically MSRP. Um, so you can still get a 3060 for like under $500 sometimes, and that's great. That's awesome.
If you have a micro center nearby.
It's a few hours away, but that's still not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, where I live, you kind of have to travel to go to anywhere like sort of popular.
fair.
There's not much to do around where I live. Just started a new game of Minecraft. Playing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, you finish.
I was just saying I'm playing roguelike adventures and dungeons.
Ah, yeah, I've been messing around with Cave Factory.
Never heard of that. What launcher do you use?
Oh, I currently use the what was it? The Curse Forge.
Okay, it's on ClearSforge. Okay, that's what I use. Because I used to use Twitch because I was like, wow, this is really nice. And then they went over to CurseForge.
Yeah, Cave Factory is another one of those stone block type maps.
Oh, okay. I played a little bit of Stone Block too, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, like progressively getting into more and more stuff. I actually found an easy way to break the game early.
Okay.
Go go through blood magic to the point where you can turn the fluid tank into a creative fluid tank.
Okay, yeah. Blood
Then
magic is
you put
awesome.
yeah, and then basically you can put whatever fluid in there or that you can put in a bucket, and you can extract unlimited amounts of that fluid.
Then you have like lava generators or such.
Lava, water, gold, diamonds, emeralds, netherite.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
Yeah, it's like if you have the patience, just keep getting in creative fluid tanks, and you basically have all the most of the alloys and metals and whatever you can even want.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I'm hoping that once things calm down over here, I can actually start doing a proper Let's Play to put on my channel. Since my stack videos are going to be having a bit of downtime once the current backlog runs out.
See, I
Uh,
I haven't uploaded like on my own personal channel, not on AL Club. I haven't uploaded a video in like I don't know, like a year
uh,
or longer, honestly.
yeah, I've mainly been doing like weekly releases, so I'm thinking in like I'll take a break this week just because everything's going to be so busy. Like I still need to edit a video, but it's like okay, so I'm working Wednesday and Thursday. Tomorrow I'm being dragged back over to my aunt's to continue ripping up kitchen tile. And I have no idea what Tuesday's gonna be, aside from laundry, but it's like it's probably gonna be something. But next weekend, I'll have the apartment to myself.
There you go.
So I can actually do things for me. It hurts being like the helpful person around because, like, yeah, it's nice being able to help out, but it's like, I kind of want to do my stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this? Okay. At least on my dog pet.
Aside from the say aside from those adjustments, it was of course certain traditions with a few adjustments. One of the cartoons we usually watch Christmas Eve was moved forward a bit. Was moved forward a bit towards the day before.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of this biome I'm in. I'm in an enchanted forest, but it's kind of gloomy looking. It's not. Doesn't have like the bright look I'm used to.
Other
This
things
will
were
work.
other things were in accordance. Only chose one gift to open in the morning, and then was able to do the rest of them when the girls arrived in the afternoon.
All right.
Got a few more things into the watch list for the two of them for their next visit, but which hopefully shouldn't be too
Shit,
too far
it's a griffin.
too far from this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's see. This, so yeah, anything else to talk about in terms of your weeks?
Hmm.
Nothing really. I just been home playing games and shit. You know how it is.
Yeah, and I've mostly been not home or playing games. Oh yeah, I did actually get a neat little. I got the Razer Kishi for my phone.
Okay, yeah,
So
those
like,
are cool.
yeah, so it's like I can do Steam Link, I can do PSP, DS, 3DS, GBA emulation. If I get it working properly, Steam emulation via Steam Link via my PC. Oh, and the new PS2 emulator for Android,
Okay.
which, according to reports, actually sometimes works better than the PC emulator for PS2.
Huh.
Want to play Kingdom Hearts on the go? You can do that now.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been messing around with that when I can. But yeah.
Thought about maybe getting. I almost pre-ordered the Steam or the Valve, whatever it's called.
Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that, but it's like, yeah, I'll see. I'll see how initial response is first. Like, let the let the first wave of people get it first. See how that goes.
Yeah. Understandable. I still think it's gonna be pretty good, even because it's AMD.
True. But also, like, yeah, I have a Galaxy E9 Plus, a Razer Kishi, and Steam Link. I can wait.
Yeah. Oh, what did I find? Oh, that's nice. That's a lot of nice stuff. I found like this weird thing on like a little island sort of deal, and there's just a little guy in a hut underground with a iron golem.
Hmm.
Here, I can screen share if you guys wanted to see.
Oh yeah, I did buy one game recently. I decided to cave and buy Cyberpunk.
Okay, I have not played it.
Me neither. And it's like, okay, I heard it's a broken mess.
Yeah,
That's gonna be fun.
but what can I break?
Yeah. Like, here's hoping it's Sonic 06 broken, where it's absolutely hilarious, as opposed to Sonic Boom broken, where it's kind of boring.
Or Sonic Colors broken, where it's just unplayable.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that Sonic has become synonymous with various levels of broken.
Well, I heard the new, like the one they just came out with, like the new Sonic game, like the Sonic Colors remaster was horrible.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. Like, sometimes it wasn't even working.
Just remembered a couple. Just remembered a couple more. Just remembered a couple more things in light of certain things as things escal- things escalating. We did manage to book our did manage to book our booster. Dad and I managed to book our booster appointments for next month.
Nice. They're meaning to look into the booster. It's just been so busy lately.
And the situation at the border has improved slightly, but not much for those traveling north. Those traveling north, and of course the situation, and that and the situation mentioned before. Then the situation mentioned before has basically meant convention I've been keeping my eyes on is now going digital, but that is helpful because I was only at this point I was mostly looking at a spirit badge, which basically means you're still spreading, but won't be in physical attendance.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit of a double-edged sword, as one of the guests I haven't met yet. So fingers crossed that if border situation helps, sort of, but around that point, he'll be at River Northwest.
Neat.
Just drowned this guy. Yeah, I don't have too much input on that stuff. I haven't been too into it lately.
Yeah, as far as conventions go, I'm basically for next year. I'm basically playing it by ear. Like we'll see how things go.
On the plus side, beforehand, I managed to find an event to to the south in a familiar location. So with some people that I intended to have met last year, but uh, then things escalated and basically the guest list got redone. So
Hmm.
there's a bit of fortune in that.
Yeah.
Crap. Here, I'm gonna show my screen. Um, I want it. Hold on. For some reason, it won't pull up Minecraft as an application. There it goes. Alrighty. You guys see it?
Yep.
Cool. And look at those. I just stumbled upon this. Should I put a base up there? Oh shit. Fuck. Cockatrices.
Yeah.
Those, yeah, are not fun. I don't have any weapons. And I'm quite far from where I spawned. Might have to throw down a house, even if I don't like the location. Ooh, killed. Yep.
But yeah, doing a bit of holiday Steam shopping. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, the other Naruto Ninja Storm games that I don't have already, and Record of Lotus Sword Deeply in Wonder Labyrinth,
Hmm.
which is actually by the same people who did Toho Luna Nights, which is actually pretty fun.
No, honest, I actually never played a Toho game.
They're pretty fun, very difficult. Music is excellent. That's,
Yeah, I've heard that.
yeah, it's part of the reason why I got into this series. Long story short, or I think I was still going to PCC at the time. I was watching this guy on a laptop play this game. I had no idea what it was, but he gave me a copy. Now, mind you, this was before I guess the English patches were out, or if it wasn't, then, well, it hadn't been applied yet. I didn't even realize what series this was from until, like, maybe a year or two later. But just the music had me hooked.
Yeah, music's bomb. I'm gonna put this about there. Lumbering. That's nice. Just gonna make that the ore chest.
That.
This misc, I guess, for now. And blocks. This mod pack's really cool. I'd really recommend playing it. There's crap ton of quests.
I have to check it out sometime.
So this is just like the Fire and Ice mod. And you got normal exploration and stuff. Farming, Twilight Forest, the Aether, Tropicraft, Atum Tooth, Betweenlands, Embers, Erebus, crap, I forget that mod, Magic. Inventory pets. I love inventory pets. They're
Ooh.
overpowered.
Yeah.
So my favorite pet's the magma pet, because you're immune to everything that does fire damage, pretty much. So you're fire
Yeah.
resistant. You can walk on lava, and you can sink in it, which is awesome. Also, the squid pet is really nice. you can swim extremely fast, and you can breathe underwater.
Okay.
I think there's like a rat mod. I
Oh yeah,
think.
the rat mod.
And I never figured out how to do it, but I'm not sure if it's in this one or not. It might be. So just freebies. Okay, let's make a crap ton of chests for storage. I'm up here too. So, what else do you guys want to talk about?
Unless there's
Well,
anything,
usually. Oh, go ahead.
unless there's anything else we might have forgotten. We might have forgotten in a previous stream regarding the month or the week. At this point, I usually start. At this point, I usually start transitioning us towards the main subject.
Oh, the ALF Club episode. Well, not ALF Club episode, but ALF.
Close enough.
Yeah, it is close enough.
So, as some of you have no doubt noticed, despite the fact that we have technically new members, as well as a FTV first time viewer.
I'm a
Well,
member of ALF Club. I don't have the Shumway name, but I am chef.
well, in any case, well, in any case, despite the fact that he will also be a first time viewer, since I can best assume that most of the members that have been around for most of the members that have been around for years are familiar with the show.
Like, I knew about the show, and I knew about its controversial ending and follow up. But I never actually, until tonight, I never actually watched an episode of the show. And initial thoughts.
Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing here.
Initial thoughts, not bad. Like,
Yeah.
Interesting. I the show does show its age a bit.
Yeah, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel like they do that much these days. But like, there's definitely generous use of the laugh track.
Yeah.
Because like maybe I don't watch the right shows, but it feels like the laugh track is something they've kind of gradually phased out as time went on.
Yeah, they sort of moved to like Saturday Night Live, like midnight comedy shows or such.
Yeah. And there's some bits where you kind of have to suspend your suspension of disbelief. Or something like that. Like, oh, okay, so Alf is an alien. But he speaks English.
Yeah.
and he knows what a lot of things from Earth are, or at least some things. Maybe there's like similar things, but it's like I did kind of have a few moments where I was kind of scratching my head.
Yeah. You're running out of cores, man. Like, oh, okay. So he knows beer. Uh, what, what else did he bring up that he was like, uh, I should have wrote notes or something.
Yeah, it's like
Or like the
honestly, if
government showing up. Like, I feel like just them not like,
that was kind of quick.
yeah. Well, I would have sort of expected the government to come in like SWAT teams. If you think about it, like I'm 100% sure they would have noticed if something came through the atmosphere and crashed in somebody's house.
True, and like how big is Alf's ship? Because
It would have been
you
going
would.
like 2 miles an hour. They would have been dead if it like if he was going through orbit and just freaking crashed into their garage.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, wait, wouldn't have someone noticed the giant hole?
Were the spaceship sticking out?
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to think about those things.
Like, oh no, the neighbors saw Alf. What alien? What? No, that's just our new dog.
Yeah, he's a
It's like I don't really know dog breeds, but it's like yeah, some sort of mix.
yeah, yeah. It's a big one mixed with a hairy one.
Yeah.
As they kept repeating.
uh, yeah, the characters like okay, Alf.
Alien life form.
Yeah, interesting. A bit. Um, what to say about Alf? Like he sure decided like you know what, like I'd like to stay here. It seemed like he decided that rather quickly. I mean, yeah, being stuck there is one thing, but it's like, eh.
Me into your home. I will stay here permanently now. Nice to meet you. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
Just, we're gonna throw a whole bunch of stuff at you. Think fast.
Yeah.
Definitely charming. Given the turns on standby, I was kind of expecting a bit of a bigger fewer members joining us, especially eventually. But seems apparently at least one is technically technically available. The other two, for some reason, haven't responded yet.
To be fair, it is the day after Christmas. Like, it was difficult trying to find places to have dinner tonight. We actually ended up going to Red Robin, but it's like, Gustav's, nope. Stanford's, nope. It was the night after Christmas, and all through the kitchen. Not a work was stirring.
Holy
So
shit.
quit your. You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm not sure if you saw what was going on my stream. Holy crap.
I think I saw something explode.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, something threw like a fireball at me.
Yeah. I definitely recommend, if possible, or whenever you can, invest in a shield.
This is 1.12. I think there's still shields in it, but will do.
Yeah, because like against things like creepers, like shield is a lifesaver.
Yeah. What you're seeing me mine here is iron or redstone. So you can, if you throw it into a furnace, it will smelt. But if you craft it normally in a bench, it will have the properties of redstone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I think they have the same thing for coal and redstone, and then gold and redstone. They have a few different things. This is silver, tin.
My immediate thought on that was like, ooh, like one of those dual colored lands in Magic the Gathering.
I think I tried playing it once. Oh, I do not know what's going on. Oh, I know what happened. I hit one of those.
All I know is that. Oh, right, the teleporty flowers.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Nature wants you dead. Eh.
Freaking quiet game. Where the fuck am I? Oh, of course, there's a witch. Okay.
The deadliest mob in Minecraft.
Yeah, especially when I don't get Jack. Okay,
This is the way it began that extraordinary night.
we're only at Y50. I would think it's not too far. Oh, why am I using wood? I can call him.
Yeah, other characters. So Willie, the father
There, yeah.
of the family. Interesting. Like, rather smart. If
He's an alright character. Out of all the characters, I'd say he's probably one of the better actors to show up.
yeah, a bit grumpy.
Yeah, but I think he's just
Given the circumstances.
yeah, where his wife's pissed. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's like we found an alien. Can't keep him here. We should call someone about this.
proceeds to keep
And he's
the
like,
alien.
no. Yes. But yeah, the Willie's wife, Kate, like, also a bit grumpy and more like seems to be like how should I put it? Basically, the one's like, okay, this is weird. Like, yeah, I don't want this. No. Though she did make a kind of a funny reference, like, yeah, I noticed, like, oh, where is he from? Like, Mork or whatever? Like, I
Marmac.
see what you did there.
I think it was
No,
Marmac.
no, oh, I know, she said Mork.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing, like, ooh, as in Mork and Mindy. Like, I got that reference. I haven't watched that show either, but like I have heard of it. But yeah, like, she eventually comes around onto the idea of keeping
Having him.
Alf at the
Yeah.
house. especially after the government got. It's like, oh yeah,
And
we're gonna
needles.
expose him to extreme temperatures, poisons, needles, and dissections. Like, ooh.
Gotta love it.
And it's like, ah, yes, stereotypical government scientists.
My favorite.
Yes. Uh,
Quite thorough. One thing I like about his backyard shop, which I should have noticed, earlier, he has a train layout going all the way back.
Yeah, his trail layout was pretty cool.
Furring all the way back towards the Jones Astion, Adams Family show.
yeah, Kate definitely seems like the one that throughout the show get annoyed with Alf the most.
Yeah. I can buy a Keyblade. Do I want a Keyblade?
Outside of the gimmick, the only reason I would get the Keyblade is if, on the off chance that they were like locked chests, the Keyblade would be able to automatically open them.
Yeah.
Or if it has good stats.
It's okay. 7 attack. I mean, it's a little bit better than Iron Sword.
Ooh, idea. Like, interesting mod idea. Like that, where you can like buy the weapons things, but you actually buy weapon skins. That
Mm.
like it replaces the sword model with whatever whichever one you chose.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's purely cosmetic, but kind of fun.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Hey dog,
But
what are you
yeah,
doing there?
what the dog doing?
Yeah. What screenshot again? Oh, damn it, the dog moved. I couldn't screenshot that fast enough.
Wall dog. Oh, spawner.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff going on. And just looking here, my god.
Yeah, it's like I see that and like blocks back off. Nope.
Here, buddy. Yeah, come here. Come on. Yeah. Come get some.
But yeah, the children. Starting off with Lynn. She seemed fun. Like, likes music.
Yeah,
Apparently has a boyfriend that Willie doesn't like.
what was his name? Lash or something?
Lash, yeah. Which I agree. What kind of name is Lash?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to make this kind of joke for. I've been meaning to make this kind of joke for the entirety of the night. At least it doesn't have any long stretching arms.
Huh.
The movie, if you watch the movie Sky High, you'll get it.
Oh,
Good
I've
idea,
been watching
Dennis.
Sky High in years, dude.
I haven't watched Sky High at all.
What?
Was that the one with Tim Allen?
Yeah, no.
Kurt Russell.
You're thinking of the superhero movie with Tim Allen where he's like basically the Flash.
Ah,
That's a good movie, and I think it's
I
called
haven't seen
Zoom.
that one either.
I think it's called Zoom. I haven't watched that in forever either.
Oh yeah, Kurt Russell. Okay.
But yeah, the character I'm referring to is basically similar to Elastigirl from The Incredibles from a power standpoint.
Hmm. Okay.
Magic Exage.
Character-wise, he's
But yeah,
character-wise, he's one of the typical high school jocks, just with the, of course, with the extra advantage of powers.
hmm.
And
Oh shit!
Ooh.
ooh,
Ooh, indeed.
and at some point he and his
And now
buddy,
you're trying to remember where the exit was.
and at some point he and his buddy Speed are were the long-standing champs of a gymnasium game.
Hmm.
That's the best I can sum up. To tell you more, but certainly spoil things a bit.
Yeah, I thought Sky High is a decent
Yeah.
movie.
Hmm. Yeah, Lynn seems fun.
Look how easy this
And then of
pickaxe
course,
is. Oh, oh, sorry. So what were you gonna say?
oh, and then of course Brian. Brian is there. That
To say the very least.
Brian is like the child character.
Yeah, like the just basic child character.
Yeah. Yeah, they back then the child characters uh, they're okay, but like this doesn't feel like they got quite as good writing back then as they do now. To be fair, it was just the first episode, but
Yeah.
he does seem to get along with Elf pretty well after the initial encounter. I mind you, Elf tried to give him beer, but
Look how long this sword is.
of course, it's a longsword.
It's a great sword.
Oh, it's not just long, it's great.
Great. Will I die? Okay, we're gonna block that off. Oh, sweet, they despawned. Let's go.
Yes, modern longsword. It has like a 4-block reach.
Yeah. It actually has plus reach when like a half reach distance. So like I could, yeah, I could reach that mushroom from here.
Nice.
It's insane. Okay, cool. Well, the monsters aren't here no more. This is a cool little area. That's cool. The lava in the dirt.
Yeah. Let's see now who else.
But yes, the family is quite a quite on point. The geeky quite on point. The geeky husband, the rather overbearingish mother, teenagers of the time, and also kids of typicality.
Yeah. And the cat,
Oh yeah, can't forget the
which
cat.
Alf wants
Lucky,
to eat.
Lucky. Yeah.
Or
Is
as
that a
Alf would
no?
call it, dinner.
Pretty. You guys have canned cat?
Uh,
I totally get the feeling that's going to be a running joke throughout the series.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
yeah, yeah. I, of all the things I've absorbed about Alf, him trying to eat cats is one of them.
Just one of the many things. Eat.
It's, of course, there's also a nosy neighbor.
Yeah, that literally has binoculars on her.
Yep.
My neighbors don't like me. I'm going to spy on them. What other friendly neighbor wouldn't? Right.
Yep. But yeah, I'm sure she'll cause no end of problems for the family.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting the government more and more involved, probably, as time goes on.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, well, the thing is, you got to think it came. So this show came out in like '89. It was making all the what's the word for it? It was making like a lot of new. I wouldn't say new concepts, but like, so you know how like anime, they'll overuse something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of the word. Like, like my brain is shitting right now.
Tropes?
Yes, tropes. Yeah. Like anime uses tsundere or other characters like
Oh,
that.
character archetypes?
Yeah, character archetypes. Like, w- it seems it doesn't seem so good because we're so used to them. But like back then, back in '89, it was probably like, wow, this show's great.
Yeah.
So it's just like since all television has either overused like character archetypes or tropes, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Ooh, dungeon.
Wow, we just kill it from 10 feet away. That's cool. Sweet magic spell books. We have a little farm we can make here.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, yeah, back before the internet and before, like, character archetypes really become like a
Became more developed.
standardized thing. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they were around the time they were sort of building up their identity.
But yeah, it's like for a first episode,
Wasn't too bad.
yeah, yeah. Definitely has potential.
I mean, I wasn't expecting too much going in, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Why do I get the feeling that in a few years they're gonna try to reboot the series?
You never really try to reboot everything.
Yeah.
Especially because it's like sort of like a cult classic. It's just like there's somebody that will watch it, no matter what.
Yeah.
Interesting you should mention that because there have been two attempts in the past decade. One that sadly hasn't quite gotten off the ground. The other, a film version from, including involvement from Sony. Haven't heard it. Don't see. Couldn't find anything much other than the other announcements. But given how Sony was at the time, I have a feeling that could have also gone the same way that their attempt at Popeye and Wicked also went.
It's looking at the wiki. Pictured an ALF movie, Sony Pictures Animation, acquired the rights to develop.
A new ALF movie would be cool. Maybe not like a new TV show, but like they could do like a one-off. They could do like an animation. There's like a ton of different routes they could go. They could
Yeah, it's like
they could try to bring back ALF as like a friendly alien for kids or whatever. I mean, instead of like how it was back in the 80s, you know what I mean? They could retcon it. Well, not necessarily retcon, but like a different reboot. How they did with like Pokemon Sun and Moon. How it was completely different. They changed the animation, made Ash look like a little kid, like complete little kid again.
yeah,
Like he hadn't grown at all.
yeah. Although, part of me wants to say that I think I remember reading something about that, where it's like one of the reasons why is that the new style was cheaper. Don't quote me on that. It's like, uh, anyway, it's like, so apparently in 2018, apparently it was announced that Warner Brothers would try to do a reboot, but apparently it was canceled. And considering that the Sony thing was in 2012, it's potential that Warner Brothers ended up with the rights by that point.
Yeah.
Like I said, given how Sony was at the time with other announcements, things didn't quite go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, for like a film, like even just like a funny standalone film would be cool too. Like just make it something self-contained.
I think that'd be the best thing to do. Instead of trying to do a show reboot. Because not a lot of shows can get really off the ground these days. Like, some things have to be special.
yeah, it's like, don't make a film intending to make a franchise. Make a film intending it to be good, and if people like it, it'll naturally expand into a franchise
Yeah.
or expand into a TV show or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to forget that a little bit.
Because, like, I remember whenever Space Jam 2 came out, I never watched it, but it just felt like they were just trying to monopolize on the fact that Space Jam, and everybody knew that. You know,
Yeah.
like we get it, it's Space Jam. Everybody likes the first one. However, doesn't mean it needs a sequel. Not everything needs a sequel.
Yeah, it's like, from what I've heard with that one, it's like, oh yeah, product placements and pop culture references, the movie.
Pretty much.
Like in the attempt to to capitalize on the nostalgia, they lost the spirit of the film.
Hmm.
Then and who was really asking for another Space Jam film?
Not me. Don't get me wrong. Love Space Jam, but
Yeah, but that was like one of the was lightning in a bottle. Oh, like you only really get to do this once kind of deals.
yeah,
Trying to do it again and just feels derivative.
yeah. Oh man. Trying to think of other things that have done that. It almost reminds me of like the fact like when they try to remake old classic Cartoon Network shows. I'm trying to think of the reboot they did recently.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. Uh, did, didn't didn't a lot of people not like that or what? Or is that not come out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's been out for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, response is about what you'd
Oh,
expect.
another thing, Ben 10, because I grew up with Ben 10, you know, and I thought Ben 10 was the shit. However, then they rebooted it.
Yeah,
Like, why?
like yeah, like from what I've heard, the original trilogy of series was really good.
Decent, yeah.
Oh, okay, really good for its time.
Yeah, yeah, that's better put.
But of course, the one that gets
But
the most discussion point. Teen Titans Go.
GTG.
Yeah. So, okay, before I speak, what are your opinions on Teen Titans Go?
Never watched it, but from what I've seen of it, not high opinions.
So, my opinion on Teen Titans Go is, yeah, I definitely prefer the original. However, I don't think it was a bad attempt for a reboot because sometimes it can be funny. Not gonna lie, it can be funny. So in that way, I give it credit for it trying to appeal to a younger and well, a new generation, I guess.
Part of the thing with like these reboots, it feels like they've kind of dumbed it down.
Yeah, they made it more childlike humor because Teen Titans Go was, well, not Teen Titans Go, but the normal original Teen Titans had like a sort of like an edgier take to it. I feel, from what I can remember,
Yeah,
and that's what people liked about it because it was a little dark. So I remember the movie where they went to Japan and like that guy died or whatever, and it was like, damn, this is deep.
yeah. Just because something's for kids doesn't mean it has to be dumbed down. Like
Hmm.
ki- kids aren't dumb usually. Depends on who's raising them, but let's not get into that. But uh, but yeah, generally kids are smarter than you think, and they can handle a little bit of seriousness. Then everything doesn't have to be like oh and fart jokes.
Yeah.
I would certainly go in the same boat of inferior, but there's also a way. But there's also few admirable qualities, and plus it gave away. And plus it did give us a very fun crossover movie.
Yeah,
Never actually saw it.
I've gone, I've gone back to the final. I've gone back to the final battle in that film over the in recent over the sometime at some points during the past month, and so
I mean, I can say this much at least. Probably a better superhero crossover film than Justice League.
Yeah.
And shots fired.
And cut. Okay, guys, we're done.
Taking shots at just at the DC film franchise, too easy.
It is too easy. I did see that they are coming out with a new show, or already did, on HBO Max with John Cena as the main lead.
Hmm.
It seems a little funny. I think they're trying to go for like a comedic show, which is probably a better choice for them.
Yeah, honestly, there's a fine balance to tread there. It's like you can be serious, but like also not take yourself too seriously.
Yeah. I
yeah.
think ask you guys about DC. What do you guys think about the new freaking Batman movie that come out? Like, the guy's Batmobile is like a like a like a car from like Mad Max or whatever. It feels like.
Haven't actually seen anything about the new film yet.
It looks interesting to say the very least.
Well, I mean, if they tone down the edge, it could work.
Yeah, because it looks super edge.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me pull up the trailer.
I mean, as long as it doesn't delve too much into edgy territory.
Here, I'll pull up the trailer and I can show you. Here, let me stream it real quick. Okay, you ready?
Hmm. I mean,
So
as long as there's some lighter moments in there, it could work.
I think it could. I think it's gonna be known for its action being good, but like how it's story driven is gonna be like sort of meh. That's the sort of feel I'm getting from it. Because I feel like
Hmm.
it could be cool. Because I think they're basing this off the more edgier Batman comics that people will really like.
So
Um,
the real question is, how many people will Batman kill in this movie?
Probably a lot. Because I think this is like off the darker comics for Batman,
Yeah.
which I get.
I believe the preference I've been hearing is yes, you can do. Yes, this is supposed to be a target for darker moments, but know your limits.
Yeah.
I think people like the new Suicide Squad with the shark guy. I haven't watched it though.
Yeah, I've heard better reactions to that one than the previous one.
Yeah, I remember watching the first Suicide Squad. I'm like, wow, I fell asleep during it. That's how much I enjoyed it.
Oof.
I was watching it on the couch and I just fell asleep. However, I never fall asleep during Marvel movies. Marvel movies are usually a hit for me. But
Yeah, it's like even at their most average, they're still entertaining.
yeah, like I know some people didn't. I didn't watch it yet, but some people didn't really like the Captain Marvel movie. I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think it had mixed reviews, but it was like it's an okay for a Marvel movie.
It was decent.
I need to watch it, and I saw that Shang-Chi was on Disney Plus.
I need to get around to watching that one.
It seems pretty good.
I was going to bring up on somewhat related note that apparently Keaton is going to be in the Catwoman series, so possible connection to the Tim Burton movies.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess we'll see how the new Batman film does. Though admittedly, like part of me wants them to like take a break from it, or I don't know, like not take a break from the whole thing, but like maybe go back and like maybe try doing some films based on more iconic storylines, as like standalone things.
Mm-hmm. If you couldn't tell, the guy in the trailer was Robert Pattinson, the guy who plays Jacob from Twilight.
And Cedric Diggory.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. True that.
They did a surprisingly good job of not making him stand out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, this movie only had a budget of $100 million.
Hmm.
That's Here. Let me find a different movie to contrast that. Okay. Hmm. You guys ever watch Dune that came out earlier this year?
Nope.
So it had a budget of 165 million.
Ooh.
So I guess the Batman has about right. I guess in the middle of movie budgets. I guess nowadays because Dune had amazing, like it looked amazing. All the
Yeah.
scenery and the backdrops were 10 out of 10. So I don't know. I'm most likely going to see the Batman in theaters. Did you guys watch the new Spider-Man?
I'm kind of staying away from theaters right now.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have watched that and the most recent James Bond movie.
Hmm.
No Time to Die, the big send off for Daniel Craig.
Yep. From what I've heard, he definitely goes out with a bang.
Watching here. Back to the craft.
Or not.
Yeah. How long have we been live for? Just wondering.
We started around 10-ish, so we're almost getting close to the 2 hour point.
Yeah, 'cause it's almost 3 o'clock.
Oof. Time zones.
Yeah. Been going to bed around 3 or 4 every night this week.
Uh, yeah, usually after the after the this proper discussion, we go into like entertainment news and stuff.
Okay.
Already, already stated the Michael Keaton bit, although that wasn't bolded and italicized by my colleague.
Yeah,
The ones I can see, though, Holland spent the last 6 years so focused on career, wanting to take a break, and focus on starting a family. Figured out what to do outside of filming, I guess.
yeah. Which, good on him. Like he's done well. He deserves a bit of a break.
Mm-hmm.
Like things he's been in have been fairly enjoyable, and yeah, if having some downtime means like well, or gonna keep getting quality entertainment, then take however long he needs.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like if you usually are making good movies and such, or like if you want to make a good movie, having break time or taking as long as enough time required to make sure it's the best you can do, it's always worth the wait.
Yeah, because you don't want to suffer from burnout. Like that's never good.
Currently have my fair
So
share of burnout.
Last thing you want,
yeah,
last thing you want is to get caught up in a situation similar to how Bernie's React went for a while. How Bernie's React went for a while. There were 3 going on at once, production wise.
yeah, yeah. So next one's a bit oof. So A24 has teased the arrival of Hazbin Hotel. However, it is not without controversy because it appears that all the voice actors, all the indie voice actors they used, yeah, it turns out the people in charge is a what was it? Basically, new voices for basically everyone.
They're using new voices for Hasman Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Why? That's that's oh my words
I
cannot
think it's had
describe.
some. I think it had something to do with like actors unions and the indie get one people aren't part of the union. Yeah.
Wow,
Plus,
that's big disappointment.
plus I think they were trying to stick to familiarity. Not quite sure if Wilson.
Oh, so
Not quite sure which position Mara Wilson is in, but
wow, that's kind of huge to me.
Yeah,
That
that really sucks.
'cause I remember when that came out and like it blew the hell up, and it I fairly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
So
this.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so now people are boycotting it.
Yeah, I guess you would get that.
for me, it will certainly get interesting. Certainly get interesting where things are going to go from here. Whether the Newcast can live up to the pilot.
That's certainly true. Because didn't they have the voice of Invader Zim, or one of the guys from Invader Zim on the pilot?
I think that was the.
Was it Angel Dust
I think it
or
was on the other
whatever?
show. Hell of a
Okay.
Moss.
Oh yeah, it was. Sorry. Whoops.
Yeah, it's like I told my cousin. It's like one of those monkey paw wishes. Ah, yes, Has Been Hotel will get a proper series. However, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that situation and see how things play out. So Matthew Vaughn says he still thinks there's room for a new Superman film, but proper Superman film, a colorful, fun Superman movie, not a dark one. He does add that he would love to still do a new Superman film with Henry Cavill. Like, okay.
Okay.
Like, I'd be down for a fun Superman movie.
Yeah.
Uh, Like, leave the dark and gritty for Batman.
Yeah.
I would certainly argue that Cavill wasn't the major problem.
No.
Aside from the back-to-back contracts when Justice League was being made, as he had something else to remain fiscal about.
Yeah, like, the main issue has always been the writing. That and the general focus on making a franchise as opposed to making good films.
Mm-hmm. Using big names. Like, I mean, movie-wise, like the Justice League, and people look at that and go, "Ooh, I know what the Justice League is."
Yeah, where they went from, okay, here's a more serious, darker Superman film. Next, crossover with Batman with a bit of Wonder Woman. Or was Wonder Woman the third? Did she cameo in the second film? Or was it just the Batman and Superman? I never actually
Okay.
watched the films, so.
Way under way understand it. The League and Wonder Woman were released back to back. Were released back to back 1 year. I believe BVS was before that.
Yeah. Basically, they were playing rapid catch up with Marvel.
Yeah.
And wanted to get to the goal point without it putting in as much as of the work.
I'm sending a photo to the group chat right now. I made this. Well, I edited it, I guess. Um, I saw this one frame and I was like, "What if?" Some shitty fucking thing I made on like paint.net or something like that. Or no, I think I made that back when I actually had Photoshop. I've been looking for it for like the last 20 minutes. Ever since you brought up Has Been Hotel, I was like, it's time.
Indeed. Spider-Man No Way Home has managed to cross $1 billion and become the highest grossing film of 2021 in just 1 week.
Yeah, I believe that. It was really good.
Yeah,
People had huge expectations for it because they're like they're gonna have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
it's like Smash Brothers. Everyone is here.
Yeah, pretty much. I love
And
Smash
from what
Brothers.
from what I've read about it, like, oh boy, it, wow.
To add to that, second fastest across 1 billion, tied with Avengers Infinity War.
Ooh, go Team Marvel.
Yeah. they're, they're patting themselves on the back.
Yep.
Break, breaking their own records.
It's understandable. I mean, they make great movies.
Yeah, like they're consistently good. Yeah. And of course now it seems like they're slowly folding in the Netflix stuff into the universe as well. So like, okay, may have to
Mhm.
watch some of the Netflix shows.
Yeah, because I 100% recommend Daredevil. Daredevil's awesome.
Heard good things
It,
about that.
I think I've watched all, was it yeah, there's three Netflix shows. They have The Punisher, Daredevil, and the One Fist.
Don't forget Jessica Jones
Jessica Jones. Actually, there's another one, I think.
and Defenders,
Defenders. Yeah.
which was basically the crossover series.
Yeah. Let me look up just Marvel Netflix shows. Iron Fist and Luke Cage. I forgot about Luke Cage.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how they fold everyone in.
Yeah. I don't think I actually finished Jessica Jones or I don't think I even touched Defenders, to be honest.
Yeah, I heard mixed reactions about Defenders. As for Jessica, I heard the first season was good, but the second season kind of petered out a bit.
Mm.
I think there was a second season.
There's three.
Ah,
Apparently. The more you know, I
neat.
guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of Netflix, it's kind of interesting how the Avatar cartoons are sort of a shared distribution kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally they would be on Paramount Plus, but it seems they're spread across in terms of streaming services.
Yeah. So, Hades has won a Hugo Award, becoming the first video game to ever do so.
Really?
Yeah. I've actually played Hades. Really fun game.
Not actually played Hades, but I know that it's a great game.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting.
Anyone would agree best science fiction or fantasy works achievements over previous year? World Science Fiction Convention.
Hmm.
World Science Fiction Society. Okay. I suspect they've been mostly focused on films and novels, according to what I'm seeing in research.
Apparently this year a new category was introduced for video games.
Oh, what's that?
But apparently it's only a one-off thing.
Uh,
It could continue in the future, though.
what's the
That
new
remains to be seen. I think it was just like, oh yeah, but what was it? Just award for, good writing in a video game.
Mm,
The other games nominated were Spiritfarer, The Last of Us 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Blaze Ball. I haven't even heard of that one.
yeah, I don't know what Blazeball is. The online game?
So the Untitled for Final Fantasy. Apparently a pixel remaster set for launch in February.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to probably the GBA release modded for proper audio. Just because of the added features. Like, okay, the pixel remasters are nice if you want to like a back to origins playthrough. But I do definitely like a lot of the added bonuses from like the remasters and no, not remasters, but like remakes and stuff. Or is it remaster? I forget. But yeah, like the PSP versions of 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternatively, DS version of 4, if you want a challenge. GBA for 5 and 6. Yeah.
Oh shit. Hold on. Where did I have it? Hold up. There we go.
The Matrix Resurrections is now 69% on Rotten Tomatoes with 182 reviews.
Hmm.
Nice. Had to do the obligatory nice there.
Yeah.
I read about that film. Like, okay, interesting direction. Decent enough.
I mean, the movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. It's decently long.
Yeah, we actually have a shorter news list than usual this week.
Aside from let's just say that on top of the last 2 days hasn't been exactly towards my likings, but one can understand.
That's fair.
The closest thing to anime I could possibly mention is that the Pump Team Epic set for another season next year.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, never watched it. Like I don't know, the style doesn't really appeal to me from what I've seen of it.
Well, the show is based on a 4-panel manga.
Ew.
Yeah, that's why it's so short form. like it with its gags.
Hold on, let me check something.
It's very entertaining. There's some really well timed and funny gags in the first season. There's a few references I really like the scream. It's like black, and then it fades into the Skyrim thing, like you're finally awake.
Huh.
Which I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I mean, I have watched anime based on 4-panel old manga. Azumanga Daioh comes to mind immediately. But yeah, I guess I could check it out.
Would
It's a little
I
interesting.
remember when they very first announced it, I was like, yes. Even though I never read of it or heard of it, the cover picture was both of them giving the middle finger, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
And I knew it was gonna be funny,
Hmm.
and boy did it deliver. They even have like a sort of a Guardians of the Galaxy thing to it, bit where they try to do the bump burn out down down of um the Redbone song,
Hmm.
but it's different in a way where they won't get like copy striked.
Ah.
It has the same feeling to it, but it's not exactly the same. And then they did a few parody songs like "Let's Groove Tonight,"
Hmm.
which is funny.
I could tell by the images that they were familiar characters, or at least something, or at least they were dressing like familiar characters.
Yeah. Um,
So like a lot of pop culture references.
yeah, there's a ton of culture references in it.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of recently announced second seasons that happened. Maybe not like within the last week, but sort of um, cool that they're getting a second season.
Yeah.
So, Devil's a part timer is finally getting a second season.
Hmm.
Oh Lord season 4 comes out next year. Chainsaw Man's getting a anime adaptation. Mob Psycho season 3 was announced this month. 2022, I think, is going to be one of the biggest years for anime. I feel like this year didn't feel huge on anime, even though a ton of stuff did come out. There was a lot of mediocre stuff. Even though I
Yeah.
think this
Like.
even though I think this year was actually one of the years with the most not overrated, rated over 8.0 on my anime list. Like the years
Hmm.
with the most anime rated over 8, which is actually kind of cool. So apparently this year was actually really good, even though it didn't feel like it for anime.
Hmm. Yeah. It's like 2021, and kind of felt like a catch up slash recovery year.
Yeah,
It was definitely a year where the old and the new was starting to clash, as certain things from years past were coming back, but certain things from last year had to be implemented
Yeah.
in order for them to actually happen. I have a bit of I have a bit of a history with part of the subject for this next one. Caramel dancing. Caramel dancing owners struck YouTube documentary contesting the meme's origins.
Oof. Yeah, I heard about that. Like, not a bad look.
I was reading something. What did I miss?
There's
Something
a
about a meme.
oh yeah, there's a video talking about the true origins of the caramel dancing, song.
Okay.
But I guess the people who own like the popular video of it or whatever gave them a copyright strike.
I actually watched. I think I watched the video about the history of the song. I think it was like a 20-minute video.
Hmm.
Might have just been this 10-minute video. I think it was
Yeah.
those. Yeah. But I don't know. It's funny sometimes. Oh, dun, 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 dun.
New Scooby Holiday Special Holiday Haunt. I believe, if I'm looking at the title correctly, it's based on. If I can tell correctly, it's related to the previous theatrical release announced for HBO Max next year. So apparently that's not out of the not out of action yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite playing the source material, but there's a new fully rigged toilet model coming from Valiant Studios.
Nice. Nice.
Going back to anime scene for a bit, a Sailor Moon Kingdom Crusader crossover is hitting Japan.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, cool.
I didn't know this was a thing. Okay. Apparently, there's a new Dragon Ball Super movie coming out next year. I did not know about.
Oh yeah, that.
It's called Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. Like, ooh, Gohan's getting some screen time. About time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got shafted so
Oh,
hard.
this movie. I feel like I'm watching gameplay from like Xenoverse 2. Because I haven't seen this trailer before.
Hmm.
Because it still looks great for
Yeah.
being animated. Yeah, this is gonna be 100% C. And they even have
Yeah.
Kid Pan. Pan's gonna be in it.
Yay.
Generation 5 themed Android 8-inch tablet apparently announced.
I was looking at that. Huh. Cool. I mean, I think I'll stick with my Nook, but that does look cool.
I haven't used a tablet in forever.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to use my Nook to do all my fanfic reading on,
Mm-hmm.
but since I got my job, like I can't really carry around that big thing around, so I've been doing all my reading on my phone.
Okay.
So my Nook is now basically my comic and manga reader.
Yeah. I just read everything on my iPhone.
Uh,
I have a 13, not 13, I have a 11 Pro Max, so it's decent.
hmm.
My friend Chris actually has the new Sony Fold phone. Samsung,
Oh.
Samsung. And it's actually kind of sick. 120
Hmm.
hertz screen, it's super smooth.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still stuck with the Galaxy S9 Plus. I mean, I thought about upgrading, but like, that costs money, and also it's like I'm kind of attached to the SD card slot.
Oh, did they remove it?
In later models, yes.
Oh, because I thought some of the newer models still had like the SD card slot, like the mini one with the where you put your SIM card. I think it's like in the same spot
Yeah,
location.
yeah. Apparently, uh, at least I guess Samsung's been doing away with those.
Oh, oh.
Quite a lot of scrolling for this next one. Pony Sucks stunts for Japan. Oh, I'm aware of this one. A 48-piece puzzle that's been out at Dollar Tree for quite a while.
Hmm. Wait, I have a Dollar Tree. Ooh.
I have a few Dollar Trees around here.
Mine's had to move across the street. Can't exactly remember when, but yeah, it's been interesting. Same display. My guess is that it's similar to. My guess that's in semi-holiday.
Hmm.
Got quite a lot of puzzle sets. 2 in 1 lanyard. Shades.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, kind of want one.
Shades. Bingo ring sets. Sticker packs. Hair clips. Gift bags. Activity tube. Advent calendar. Series knockoff items. Digital watch. Quite a lot. KFC Indonesia to have a line of toys along with their meals in next year.
Hmm.
What appears to be a new holiday book was discovered. Because according to translation, Christmas bells rings at the window. Christmas thread, ages old, transforming Eve. What will that friendship look like in the new era? They have to mention Christmas together, waiting for the answer to be revealed.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Next one's going to be more thematic, but still, I've been liking to mention them. World's first dual vehicle to begin operating in Japan.
What is it?
If I've seen images, it's a bus version of high rail vehicles, the kind of things that you drive on the streets, and you switch to a mode when you get to tracks.
It's cool.
It's really interesting how that's been evolving.
Yeah.
University of England, based in Thomastown, Connecticut, signed up to be a months-long host for 2716 upon her completion of restoration.
Hmm.
And if this somewhat similar note of Cenefate 2926 being applied with positive train control with 261-765 on the wait list. Could be potential that CSX could reopen their Steam policies. I'm also hoping that Oregon Rail Heritage Foundation is also somewhere down the line, and that Amtrak can also change their policies back to where they were.
Yeah.
Excellent Island, Elko C420, headed to the Arkansas, Missouri. Locally, a small switcher unit from the Reno company that I had recently posted a picture of on my DeviantArt. Gonna be headed for the Peninsula Array and Liberman's Museum. Which is on the tracks of the Simpson Timber Company. Kind of wonder what's next is wrong with this decision.
Alrighty, guys. Sort of getting a little late for me. 3:30.
Okay.
If I want to wake up at a decent time tomorrow, my days have sort of been like waking up at 12 and going to bed at 3.
That much I anticipated, given how our last ALF Club encounter went.
Yeah. What are you guys on? West Coast?
Yeah.
Pacific.
Pacific. Alrighty, guys. It was great talking to you. Hopefully we can do this again. Get more people on.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Later.
Trying to write these out. Metro has named 210 Village of West Swans. Welcome village officials to its revival. Friendly the village's 100th anniversary.
Huh.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
Back onto the concerning notes. A future update 240 displayed in Georgia in a state of limbo. Sea fishes have been sea fish for considering this declaring a surplus on the basis of difficulty about keeping liability concerns. Kennedy reported article hadn't reached any consensus. She did generate many from conceivers in favor of retaining such a piece. Something that they keep a close eye on.
Yeah. And now our condolences go to the family and friends of the following. Derek Wyant, character designer, animator, Transformers, Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated, Benton Omniverse. Stallion House, TJ Bang Bang. KO the Ruler, KO the Ruler, rapper.
Ron Anderson, vocal coach, Ozzy Osbourne. Bob Keselowski, father of Brad. He's been a big favorite for quite a while. Robin Le Serrier, Womble guitarist. Franklin A. Thomas, President CEO, Ford Foundation, 79-96. Richard Conway, English visual effects artist, Brazil. It's Seeley, British thoroughbred, and sire. Grace Arabella, magazine editor, Vogue 7188, founder of Corona magazine as well. And Harvey Evans, West Side Story 61.
So yeah, should probably wrap up for this week because had to get up early tomorrow to go back over to tear up more floor tile.
Some interesting things came out from the girls during their visit. They actually compared Ken Jeong's character to his community counterpart. I suspect if they continue, they're going to be doing a lot of references.
Yeah.
Apparently, my sister-in-law is also a huge fan of Kimiko Glenn, so imagine her surprise to know now that she's playing a unicorn.
Yeah.
Seems and it also seems a holiday channel that I thought was one thing quite a while was well, I knew it was older than such, but I finally found the original source.
Yeah.
So I originally heard a instrumental bit in a smaller direct-to-video production. Uh, later heard a small bit played by the King from the Polar Express on his instrument, which turns out is a hurdy-gurdy. Tune's name originally turns out to be Good King Wenceslas. Certain points of which were later adapted to the song God Blesses Everyone from Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. I think it's safe to say that Zemeckis and Silvestri were fans of
Yeah.
Wenceslas. Serve six of address. Trying to include the clip into the January theme or this year was theme of this year. I sort of didn't quite go for the sort of pick the much sort of ended up picking the wrong chance. Hopefully that'll be corrected this time around, or the second time around.
Okay.
Also been to experiment with voice channels on the server. See if they could also work.
All right.
But who knows, maybe the New Year might be just the thing we're looking for.
Yeah.
So yeah, until the new year. Stay safe, stay well, get maxed. Also schedule your boosts if that's the case. And hopefully we will see you second day of the new year. Take care.